to our Chief Guest, Madam Atishi, Leader of Opposition. The Science Laboratory is not simply a room full of equipment. It is a doorway that you have opened to our students into the worlds of science that they could, until now, only imagine through the pages of a textbook. I also extend a warm welcome to our Assistant Parish Priest for the Peter Martin Fernandez. Generations, Sacred Heart of Jesus has stood as a place where knowledge is pursued with both rigor and reverence, where we teach our students not what to think, but how to think, and why it matters. Science, in particular, has always demanded curiosity, courage, and imagination. Today, we are giving our students powerful new tools to nurture them. We are deeply conscious that a gift of this scale does not happen by chance. It happens because someone believes that my school in Carmona deserves the very same tools as any other institution in the country. This integrated virtual reality science laboratory represents months of planning, vision, and hard work of our MLA Captain Venzy Viegas and his team. Let me entertain you. Let it awaken questions in you. Let it remind you that learning has no limits and that the tools may change, but the pursuit of truth and goodness never will. Once again, I welcome our Chief Guest.
We have achieved another step where education is concerned. Development story. The story of development in Benaulim constituency has been rewritten, rephrased, and that is through the work that we have started. This constituency has seen for the last 30 years, in the name of development, tarring of roads, changing of tube lights, and that was what is development. Today, development has been taken to a different level. Development has been taken through various segments, and we define today development in education is here where we stand. Step by step, brick by brick, we are building a system to show Goa that if there is an intention, we can do things. Within 4.5 years, today I am proud to say that all my 8 schools in Benaulim constituency have got rooftop rainwater harvesting, which none of the MLAs, including the Chief Minister, including the Deputy Chief Minister and all the ministers in Goa have not achieved. And this is something for Goa to see. Second thing is, all my schools have got e-library facilities. 4,500 students, each individual IDs, e-libraries in all the schools of Benaulim constituency. The third thing is, we had started a project to renovate one higher secondary and one school. The higher secondary that we renovated was the Holy Trinity Higher Secondary in Benaulim. And this Sacred Heart of Jesus High School, which you see, the structure got renovated after almost 45 years. Step by step we are building up. Now today we have inaugurated our pilot project, that is the integrated virtual reality science laboratory. We have invited all the managers and staff of all my schools in the constituency. And I see a lot of them who are here. The whole idea is we want feedback. We want to learn what we need to improve from this laboratory that we have completed. Our next step is all the schools of Benaulim constituency are going to have integrated VR science laboratories in this years to come. So this is a step-by-step way of building up education, although being in the opposition. Every school needs to have a laboratory, every school needs to have a e-library, every school needs to have a AI robotics center, every school needs to have a high-speed internet. And I think this is what makes a complete school. Today, we have got 326 aided schools. Majority of these aided schools are run by the diocesan, by the church. All MLAs, all ministers, all their children from past till today have studied, have grown up, have educated from these diocesan schools in large. But it is a sad thing. Out of 40 constituencies in Benaulim, I am the only one who have used my MLA fund to renovate my own school. None of these MLAs have ever got the present government, the past government 10 years before. We had got Congress government, we have the BJP government. None governments have thought of spending money on these schools, that is the aided schools from where they have studied. This is an eye-opener for everyone, that giving me an opportunity, I would like to say, the trust in Arvind Kejriwal ji that we all had, he is the pioneer of making sure that education is priority. His vision of education is what I saw, and I decided to join the Alma party. And through me, you all saw that this vision could be emphasized, could be executed, and you all gave me an opportunity. And through this opportunity, you see me here, standing, delivering what I had promised, and the future is yet to be better and better. I will request all the present Congress MLAs that are there, the 3 Congress MLAs and the alliance partners in the future, that all our 326 aided schools that are there, our first cabinet decision as alliance will be a minimum 3 crore rupees for each aided school. We all have to agree to this common minimum program that 3 crores has to be sanctioned for each aided school, and this is going to be my first common minimum program agenda for all the alliance, and I will put this across to the LOP of Goa, I will put this across to the Congress party and to the Goa Forward party, to the RGP party, that we need to make sure that this decision comes as a common minimum program, and this is going to be the first step. And I think once we agree to these kind of things, then only we are going to have a better Goa, a better structure for education, where irrelevant whether you have money in your pocket or whether you don't have money in your pocket. I studied in this school in 1993 because then my father could not probably afford to send me in expensive schools. Today my children are fortunate that I can afford to send them to expensive schools. And why are we sending them to expensive schools? Because they have the same kind of laboratories. They have the same kind of infrastructure. I am building up this Sacred Heart of Jesus High School as a model school. This school has already got e-library. We have got an integrated VR scientific lab. We are going to have, the next step is the AI robotics center. We are going to make sure this school gets Wi-Fi. We already got the rainwater harvesting for this school. We are going to make sure that the school gets solar panels, and then we are going to show Goa. And I am going to request all of you from Carmona, for the next academic year, let's bring our children back into this school. This is going to be as good as a private school. It is going to be nothing less than all those schools in Margao, and this is what is the vision that we need to take care, and this is the vision that we have to deliver for Goa. Yes,
Integrated Science Lab. When I was in that laboratory and we put on those VR classes and we saw a biology lesson with the human heart, I was just sharing with the principal of your school. I studied myself in one of the best private schools in Delhi. But even in the best private school of Delhi, we did not have this kind of facility that is now being provided in Sacred Heart of Jesus School in Carmona. So many, many congratulations to all of you. Not just this, when we entered the school, came inside, went up the stairs, saw the entire school, it really made me so happy to see how beautiful the school building is. See, as a student, when I come into a nice school building, my collar goes up a little, my head becomes a little higher. Am I correct? When I walk into a school that's broken, when I walk into a school that's ramshackled, where the windows are not, where the whitewash has happened a long time back, it is as the biggest private schools in Margao, and I would say that now with your new laboratory, not only is your school as good as the private schools, it is probably better than all the private schools for which people pay very expensive fees. So many congratulations. I also think that it says a lot that this is the first aided school on which an MLA has spent his MLA fund. I think that if we were to make a list of all the MLAs currently in Goa, out of the 40 MLAs, I'm sure many of them have studied in government aided schools. If we were to make a list of former MLAs of Goa, I'm sure there would be in all, from the first time when elections happened in Goa till now, there would be hundreds of MLAs, ministers, chief ministers, who have studied in an aided school. But it is the first time that any MLA has thought of spending his own MLA fund. That is the difference with Aam Aadmi Party. That is the difference of a new kind of politics. And here you have Captain Venzy, who is thinking beyond just the improvement of roads and putting off lights. That is also important. That is also being done. But this is really what is giving back to the community. This is really what a new kind of politics is. And all of you, all the bright-eyed students who are sitting in front of me, you know where you are sitting? Many years back, Captain Venzy also used to sit on one of these chairs. He has also studied from the same school, right? And the fact that he got a good education and the fact that he got a good value system, he could have been like other MLAs, making money out of politics, getting bigger cars, bigger houses, buying hotels, that is what one hears, right? Sitting on this side of the dais and improving the lives of children in Benaulim constituency. So I hope that all of you are extremely successful in your studies. You do extremely well in your lives. But remember that the most important thing is to be able to contribute back to the society that has given us so much. To our parents, to our teachers, to our school. Everyone has put in a lot of effort to make sure that you get a good education and a good future. Politicians from across the political class, from across party lines, to introspect. As MLAs, as ministers, as chief ministers, if we were to look at the history of these politicians, you know, we should take up in school, often in exams, you have this question, compare and contrast. Compare plant cells with animal cells, compare one thing with another thing, right? So we should ask them to compare and contrast. Compare how much has your own personal wealth increased as a politician, as an MLA, and how much have the schools in your constituency improved. If we were to see the MLAs across all political parties, you know, when we find elections, I don't know if the students know this, when we find elections, we have to submit an affidavit which gives all our personal details. That affidavit also says how much money I have, how many houses I have, how many cars I have, how much money I have in my bank account. So I have to declare my total wealth. If you were to see the affidavits of politicians and MLAs from all political parties, if they have been MLA one time, their wealth doubles. If they have been MLA 2 times, their wealth triples. If they have been MLA 4 times, their wealth increases 5 times. And with such little salary, how is their wealth increasing so much? It means that they are all, the money that should have gone into your schools, the money that should have gone into your laboratories, the money that should have gone into giving you a better future is unfortunately going into their pockets, is getting them bigger cars, bigger houses, bigger properties, bigger hotels. And on the other hand, if you were to ask them to give a list of all the schools in their constituency that they developed, the answer would be 0. And this is the reason why we need people like Captain Venzy, people who will look to give you a better future, people who will look to bring change, and people who will look to bring a new kind of development in Goa. And I hope that all of you who are sitting here will become those kind of leaders who will bring change in Goa and make Goa great. I should have done this at the beginning, a message from Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, who is the former Chief Minister of Delhi, and he was to come here for the inauguration. He sent his special regards to all the children and congratulated them on this VR laboratory. He actually felt very ill today morning, and so he had to go back to Delhi because of that. But he wanted me to convey to all the children that he sends his best and warmest wishes to all of you, and he hopes that all of you are extremely successful in your education and your careers. Thank you.
तुम्ही पळयतात गोंयकारपण, गोंयकारांचो गोंयकारा खातीर.